Take that again.
Okay, I should take it again?
Yes.
Okay. You can collect now.
Okay.
It's okay? Alright.
The Honorable Minister will respond with a view of making the thing.
Deputy Director, Assistant Director, dear special guest, the President of the Association of Forensic and Investigative Auditors of Nigeria, Dr. Mrs. Enape Victoria, other executive members of the Board of afia, Association of Forensic and Investigative Auditors of Nigeria, distinguished guests, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a special welcome home. It is because you are all my brothers and sisters in the same profession and in the same professional body. I want to specially commend the effort of Dr. Mrs. Enape Victoria and the pioneer board members of this professional body for bringing this professional body into limelight in this country. Because, like she said, as part of her speech, this is a great departure from the traditional auditing and investigation that have been conducted in the past in this country. This is a special anti-fraud professional body which never existed before, except for the effort and the initiative of the pioneering board members that are here with us today. This is not a surprise to me because they are all very able, very capable, and very initiative. I wonder how they came about bringing this association that all this while has been in existence only in Canada. So it is a very big achievement on the part of the pioneering members of the board, particularly the president. At this particular point, I want us to just take a little look at what makes forensic audit different from other audit. When you look at the name suggests that it is an anti-fraud audit professional body. It is as a result of upsurge in fraud that the idea for the establishment of this body in Nigeria came on board. As a matter of fact, forensic audit is an examination and evaluation of financial statement or financial information towards producing an evidence to be used in court. It is used to prosecute parties or individuals who must have committed one financial crime or the other, either in form of fraud, embezzlement, and other crime. So that is what forensic audit is all about. Unlike the traditional audit, an audit primarily or traditionally is undertaken to establish a true and fair view of the state of affairs of an organization, either a private sector or a public sector. A true and fair view of the state of affairs of that organization. And in that case, what the auditors do on the field is simply is not geared towards detecting fraud per se, but ensuring that the accounting statement complies with certain standards, complies with professional standards. But the great difference here is that this audit approach is designed to detect fraud. It's investigative. And that is why the name Association of Forensic and Investigative Auditors in Nigeria. So we have to look at, I want us to bring the whole idea home into the public sector. How can we support the public sector? It is very important. Because he gave an example of missing phone, that is not the first of its kind. And then where government has to hire auditors or import auditors. But today, the auditors that can do even a better job is on ground, on the soil of Nigeria. Because investigative audit helps to promote public performance. And very essentially, to promote public confidence in governance, in the conduct of affairs of government. So if we have to ensure that this audit, in the conduct of this audit, that we bring corruption to its barest minimum. So at this particular point, I want us to understand too that this audit is laying a foundation. It's laying a foundation for economic growth. It has come at a very better time in the life of this country. At a time when our President and Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces, President Muhammad Buhari, has embarked on economic recovery and growth plan. We cannot achieve this when there is massive fraud here and there in the public sector. So I call on the President and the members of the Association of Forensic and Investigative Auditors of Nigeria to take all necessary steps towards ensuring that public sector fraud and financial mismanagement is tackled fully under this dispensation. Because that is the only way we can partner with government. The first task we should give ourselves is what can we do to support the government to reduce fraud. Thank God she has told us in her speech that the bill to enact, to give all the necessary legal backing to the Association of Forensic and Investigative Auditors, which will eventually change the name to Chartered Institute of Investigative and Forensic Auditors, is on the way. We'll do all our best to liaise with the appropriate agencies of government to ensure the speedy passage of this bill. We have to do this because we have to support the government in realizing its aim of ensuring probity and accountability in the financial system. So that it will come to a time where, when government has published its financial statement, members of the public will have confidence in it, will have the desired trust in it. Because when the accounts of governments are published, it is a reflection of the state of affairs of that particular government. So I charge you, the members and all the professional and practicing members of the Association of Forensic and Investigative Auditors, to do everything possible towards this direction, towards ensuring a financial revolution, audit revolution in the public sector, so that the desired public confidence that we did not have in the past will be restored to its full glory. Now, on several issues, on the request made by the President of the Association of Forensic and Investigative Auditors, and like I said too, I will take necessary steps to liaise with the Ministry of Justice and other agencies that can help us to ensure that the bill is enacted. And then we'll take all necessary steps to address the other issues that you raised. Maybe after this formal courtesy call, I'll have a discussion with you and members of your entourage Incidentally, like I said earlier, I'm one of the founding members of this association.
Yes.
So, and today, I'm happy to inform you too that I'm also a fellow, like my president. So we are all partners in progress.
Yes.
I'm surprised that Dr. Beggy is not here.
Yes, he told me that they were having they're auditing their school or something like
Okay,
that.
that's very good. He is one of those that that introduced the association to me,
Exactly.
and then followed by your good self, because Dr. Beggy was a senior lecturer at the Kogi State University.
You even senior all these people that are here.
Okay, that's very good. That's very good. So I'm very grateful for this call, and I want to assure you that we'll do everything possible, jointly and severally, to ensure the realization of this professional body. And also, like I said, all hands must be on deck to support the present administration toward the realization of all the objectives that are contained in the federal government economic recovery plan. Thank you. You're welcome.
Presentation, after which the members of the insurance will generate ministers for good house.
The Canada certificate.
This is Nigeria certificate that I've been keeping all along to see when I will be able to see you to present to you. And thank God that for a day like this. So this is your certificate.
Thank you very much. This is the indigenized certificate.
So,
Thank you, my president.
now, our last, we had dinner and award night on which date again? Remind me. 7th October. By then, we've already written here to see if we could come and see you, to invite you to be our special guest of honor. Unfortunately, our letter was stopped somewhere, I think. Because you didn't see our letter, because I'm sure if you had seen it, would have come before now. So the program has passed, but you said you must see what we did there.
Yeah, the program will be good.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
and then the president of this association decided to pen down something as a guide to members and other general public who don't know what forensic and investigative audit is all about. So this is the book.
That's very fantastic.
This one
I
is
hope all the members will have this.
they have all of them.
Yes, this is very important.
So this is
the steps.
the last
Okay.
annual conference at
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
So
Okay, that's very good.
lastly, like I said it's better to come than never. So this is what we
This
have.
is very good.
Come around. This thing is taller than me.
It's not be taller than the president. The president is always taller.
So we would like to present this card to you as part of a congratulatory message to you as for your new appointment. Even though it's long, but then it's new to us because it's today I was able to come here. Let's start. Is that okay? Oh, two shake. Okay, so two shake. All right. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right.
Other members
Join the Honorable Minister for the good photograph because of this. Later, the directors of the ministry. On that note, we appreciate you for those visits and we wish you journey mercy back to your destination. Thank you very much.
You are doing.
Yes, from the general's office.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a fellow member. Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay.
Let me now show this.
Okay.
Have you gotten it?
Friend, let me see. This is a lifetime opportunity.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Come. The ladies want to take a photo.
Just ladies only.
Just ladies.
Ladies, the minister is not a lady.
No, let me see among them.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, the director is revenue director.
I know.